Before I invite our incoming president up, it says here I could say a little something. So I'm going to go for it. Every president has its importance to the association, and the fact that I get to, install Diana is truly amazing. We started a long time ago, and there's just a story I want to tell you about what brokers do some days. Picture this. It's a winter day. The roads are slick. Myself, Diane, and a couple of the brokers, we're going to go out and we're going to, go on some broker tours. We see a car stalled out. She knows wherever I'm going with this, maybe. There's a car stalled out. So what do brokers do? We're community-oriented. So we jump out and we're going to push this car to safety. There's 3 of us on the trunk of this car. Now we think we're just going to put it in the stall, like closest to where we're at. I'm convinced the lady driving the car thought we were going to push her home. We keep pushing and pushing, and this is where I hear from Diana. Where are you headed? Now she's on the trunk too. We stopped. We're going to laugh about that one forever, Diana. Remember a time when somebody took the stove out of a house? I think there's a picture floating around Facebook somewhere. Well, myself and another broker, come to Diana's age. We got a picture. We're carrying a stove back into the house that used to have one, but it doesn't anymore. It's just the kind of thing we do for each other. What myself and Diana have built over the years is just a bond. There's no doubt if I needed my car pushed, I would call Diana. She would come help me push it. And there's no doubt about it that it's that above and beyond mindset that will make this person an amazing president. It's great when you can speak words from the page and pre-prepared stuff, but Diana's like family. Just like we're all family. So I'm really, really excited about what's to take place here. So, Diana, would you mind joining me on stage? It is so quiet, isn't it? There she is. Look good. Diana, would you please raise your right hand? President Vasquez, you are charged with certain additional responsibilities and obligations in that you must be a leader and an organizer in a willing and enthusiastic manner, ready to sacrifice personal interests for the good of the organization. Do you promise that you will administer the office of President of the Yakima Association of Realtors to the best of your ability and in conformity with its bylaws?
Yes. Yes.
Well done. Will you, in all your acts as president, be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner possible, endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of the Yakima Association of Realtors?
Yes.
Wonderful. Then by virtue, we're picking it up now. Then by virtue of the authority conferred upon me as your installing officer, it is my distinct privilege to hereby declare that you are duly and officially installed as the 2025 President of the Yakima Association of Realtors. Give it up, guys. It's over. Okay, I'm not letting off the stage. Oh, really? Serious? We don't get a pin? It says pinner. I was already practicing how I was going to pull this off, and then I'll make it look inappropriate. Congratulations, Diana.
Thank you all so much. So I'm going to just fair warning that I did not use Chat GPT. I'm a little bit OG, and I'm probably going to be sorry for that later. So Hopefully bear with me, I'll try not to be too long. I will need readers to get through this next part for sure. Or maybe I won't, I think I put like 80-point font on this paper. So I want to take a minute, and although my husband couldn't be here tonight, I just want to send a big shout out to my husband, Pete. He really is my rock, that when my hair is on fire, this man brings me down to earth. He is with my mother-in-law this evening, caring for her, and it brings me a lot of joy that that's the kind of man that I married. In addition to that, I want to just give a shout out to my mom and dad, my dad in heaven and my mom at home. I've been very blessed to be part of a family that I don't know what I would do without them. And with that, Lisa and Steve Krause, who are not only family to me, but she also runs this place, and that's why it looks in part as amazing as it does. I want to give the Special Events Committee a huge shout out, including Sherry and Lori and Diane for the beautiful flowers, Amanda and Sophie, the YAR staff, and all of you for carving out the time to come and really celebrate all of us, because this really is about all of us. I need to give another shout out to those that have had such an impact during my time at the association over the last several years that have included Cammie, Ryan, Haley, Katie St. Mary, Sherry Green, and Corey Bemis. I'm so looking forward to also working alongside this year's amazing team that includes our new AE Rachel, all of her staff, and Chris Gordy as the president-elect, and Amanda, and all of the board for the coming year. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Russ Redfield. I love you, brother. Appreciate you like no other for sure. Tonight really is about celebrating us and knowing we're here for one another, not only in transactions, but in friendship, mentorship, and appreciation. I know some of you know me well, and some of you not so well. So just briefly, I'm a Valley girl. I went to Wapato, graduated from Wapato High School, went to YBC, graduated when I was 6 months pregnant with my daughter. I went to Central for a little while, and finally, when I was working 40 hours a week, enrolled in the distance learning program that Washington State University had in Yakima, and graduated from Washington State in another year and a half after that. I spent about 10 years with the Yakima Sun Kings, finishing the last 3 or 4 years as their general manager. I was one of only 2 women in that position in the CBA, which is really a highlight of my career. Thank you. But I share that not to highlight my achievements, but to give you just a little glimpse of my lived experience that may be similar or different than yours. And that's the space that I show up from, with a wide range of life and love attached to it that by default impacts my views, my decisions, etc. If you look around the room tonight, your flowers on the table are yellow roses, which are symbolic of friendship. The pictures on these tables are pictures of all of you, all of us, doing what we do, whether in something fun or something community oriented. And I wanted this always to be about us. I love that we are different and want you to know that I value and acknowledge your experience regardless of background. We all have something unique, valuable, and beautiful to bring to the table with all voices around and heard. I am a woman of faith, of family, and friendship, and the last 2 of those really blur into this association for me. And with the ever-changing landscape that has had such a range of experience and backgrounds, it's really about blending the beauty of some of the traditions we've come to know and love with the new ideas and spirit of collaboration of the new. I've always been a little resistant to change, but I acknowledge that when you lean into change, it changes the perspective. And let us remember, it's not ours, it's just our time. That is why this year's theme was so important. Committed to thrive in 2025. This is really about thriving in your personal life and your endeavors, your business, the community, continuing education, respective committees, thriving in life. I started this journey 20 years ago, man, and I still learn something new every day. We are family, and I look forward to being of service to you this year. I want you to know how incredibly thankful I am to those that have been on this path longer than I have and have paved the path for the rest of us to cultivate. I am so thankful for the new footsteps being created for members that are just getting started on that journey. You make an impact, and the result will leave an impression on this association, and I hope to do the same. Thank you so much for allowing me to thrive in my life and in this career and in this space with you as your 2025 president. Thank you.
I would like to take a moment, if you could raise your glass. Alicia, can you hand me mine?
Thank you. This is a toast to all of us in this room, whether we just started this week, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. Whether we contribute daily or we contribute what we can because we have life happening at the same time. I appreciate all of you, your roles, your voice, your background, and I hope that we will be doing this alongside, hand in hand, that we go along 2025 making each other better every day. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for being part of my family. Salud.